Our topic of presentation today is bacteria. In this lecture, we will define bacteria, how it divides, and importance of bacteria. So, what is bacteria? Bacteria are prokaryotic organisms. All living organisms are categorized into two groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotic organisms are those which lack nucleus and other membrane-bonded organelles. While on the other hand, eukaryotic organisms are those which have a proper nucleus and all the membrane-bonded organelles are present in eukaryotic cells. For example, in plant cells, in animal cells, nucleus as well as the membrane-bonded organelles like mitochondria is present. Bacteria can be found nearly every environment on Earth, from soil and water to extreme environments like hot springs and the deep ocean. Bacteria is a pathogen. What does pathogen mean? Pathogens are those microorganisms which has ability to cause diseases in humans, animals and plants. In humans, for example, UTI and meningitis is example of bacterial infection. Dividing bacteria. Bacteria divide or reproduce by a process called binary fission. They replicate their DNA and divide it into two daughter cells. And these two daughter cells are the exact copy of their parent cell. Importance of bacteria. Bacteria act as a decomposers. They break down dead organic matter, recycling nutrients back to the environment. So when a tree sheds its leaf, they fell into the ground, forming a layer of organic matter called leaf litter. Decomposers such as bacteria, fungi break down the dead leaves into simpler substances. So basically, bacteria and fungi secrete enzymes that decompose the complex molecules in the leaves such as cellulose. As the dead leaves break down, they release minerals or nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium back to the soil. And these nutrients are essential for plants' growth. The tree's root absorb the nutrients that have been released from the soil, and these nutrients travel through the roots into the tree, supporting its growth and development. The second important function of bacteria is nitrogen fixation. So nitrogen fixation is a process by which atmospheric nitrogen, which is inert and not usable by most of the living organisms, is converted into ammonia. Okay, and this ammonia, which is a form of a nitrogen, this ammonia is used by the plants and other organisms. So some bacteria like rhizopus fix atmospheric nitrogen into the forms that plant can use. Humans microbiome. So many bacteria live symbiotically within our bodies, in mouth, in our stomach, in intestine, and these microorganisms or bacteria aiding in digestion, producing vitamins and protecting us from harmful pathogens. And those bacteria are called good bacteria. Pathogens. As I told you, bacteria are also a pathogen. So what are pathogens? They have ability to cause diseases. So while many bacteria are harmless or beneficial, some can cause diseases like tuberculosis, pneumonia, or food poisoning. So these are some common bacterial infections like neuroinfections or meningitis, gastrointestinal infection, oral cavity infection, UTI or urinary tract infection, pulmonary infection, mammary gland infection, vaginal infection, and skin infection. So yes, this is all for today's lecture. I hope you understand it very well. Thank you.